Hello, everyone.
Hey there.
First off, I gotta apologize to Miss Ponder. I've been calling you Katie. Now that I'm studying it a little better, is it Kathy? Is it Kathy? All this time I just been saying Katie, but that spells Kathy, don't
I
it?
think so.
My apologies. My apologies. Hey, Onyx Rose. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Grandma's Homemade. I hope your husband gets better, has a quick recovery. I know when Mother had her stents put in, they gave her that big old red heart pillow. And before her time in that hospital was over, she was going to throw that pillow at somebody. She was tired of that pillow. Every time we'd say, cough into your pillow, she'd give us one of those. If I had a switch on me, I'd switch you right now. Oh my
I missed
goodness.
that, I think.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
I
did.
kind of remembered.
Hey, Rhonda. Yeah, she was mother set in her ways. Hey, Cindy. Hey, JC.
I don't know
Hey, Amanda.
where would you get it then? There
I'm
we go.
not set in my ways. I'm the most flexible person there is. What do you mean? Y'all,
Lightning's fixing to strike.
it took me so long to edit that video I put out this afternoon. I I tell you, I'm not a pro at editing. I am not a pro at all, and it takes me forever because I don't want to do anything to get in trouble. Um,
Yep.
Today I started a new snippets because today we started a new week, and thank you for watching it, Onyx Rose. I don't know if I mentioned, but Juniper is going to be dancing, cheerleading, whatever you call it, at the University of Southern Mississippi baseball game.
Baseball?
Yeah.
It's the mini Dixie Darling.
I don't know what it's
I
called.
think that's what I read.
I don't know. But Rebecca said, um, save this date, and I don't remember what the date is. Yeah. And this past weekend was tryouts for the Nutcracker. So she may be in the Nutcracker again. That girl loves to dance. She doesn't stop dancing. I told y'all at night they don't watch a lot of TV. They don't let the kids watch a lot of TV. They do activities with them. And they're either Junie's either singing or giving a piano recital or dancing or ballet or whatever. She has all kind of activities they have for those kids. Let's see. Have fun starting that American R. Jones. Rebecca, just tonight. Now I better be careful because I don't know if she's on, but tonight she was going to a place that may have them on sale. What?
Oh, well.
I wasn't gonna say the S word, and she wants it for her birthday, but it may come from that man that starts with an S. Let's see. Junie has to have a future in dance. She does. She does. And yes, they are full of energy, especially my two, full of energy. Oh yeah, look here. Chris pulled it up. Let me start it over.
I'm hunting that. That's her in the back.
She's in the back because she's the youngest, I'm sure.
Oh,
It goes oldest to youngest. That is the Nutcracker.
5-year-old.
Nutcracker. She's trying out for the Nutcracker. Isn't that unreal? 5 years old and loving it. Just loving it. And this is Cliff. Here.
Oh,
This
that
one.
one better.
You know how delicate that dance was, but this is Cliff. Wide open, swinging on a Tarzan swing. Oh, it's
Look
going.
at that face.
Look how sweet. Yo, he's so
He's
sweet.
4.
That
Built
little
like
shirt.
a linebacker.
That little shirt was Eli's little shirt. Let's see. It's going to start with the doll, the baby doll. Then it's going to want more outfits and more accessories. My neighbor used to spend $500 a month. Ooh, wee!
Oh, that ain't happening.
That can't happen here. No, that ain't gonna happen here. My goodness, $500. Ooh, yep. We enjoyed our do nothing weekend. We literally did nothing, absolutely nothing, and it was so nice. I think let's see, Friday night, we had the Rebecca and Sydney and I had the cake decorating class, and Chris went on down earlier that day and put the boat in the water, and
Well, I had to work down there.
yeah, and then
Close to it.
he put the boat in the water and was fishing, and it was so hot. He got too hot.
Well, no, it wasn't from the. I had to work on the boat about 2 hours before I went to fishing.
Got too hot.
I got too hot working on it, and then anyway, I was kind of lightheaded and started lightning. I said, "Well, something's gonna get me. Probably I might ought to go put the boat back on the trailer, because y'all wasn't even there yet."
No, when Cindy and BC got off work, he got in the he got the camper, and he hauled the camper down to the campsite. But Chris had gone down earlier, and then
to get a site
to make sure we got a good site. Let's see, you're ready to bake some more cakes. Yes, Amanda, I couldn't. I had just too many irons in the fire for a little bit, but the next 3 will be this week. The next 3 cakes and casseroles will be this week. Let's see. My sister-in-law made a lot of doll outfits for the kids. They were just as happy. Yes. Let's see. There are other cool lines that are less expensive for working folks. Oh, you mean the doll thing? Yeah. Let's see. Kathy says, you're gonna always be Katie to me. Let's see. Kathy says that her niece had to go to American Girl meetings and conventions. Oh, even went to New York City. Ooh, we're not gonna do that. Hey, Dolores. Let's see. You said last week you was tired of desserts. I would love to eat them, but I can't. I'm diabetic. Yeah, her A1C was a little high this time. But if you increase her insulin, she bombs down. I took her today to another doctor's visit. And then I think, and you went to your doctor's visit today.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else.
Really? The wrong place.
Oh, we went to the wrong.
They moved.
Yeah.
And I still had the sign up. I was early for my appointment, and I saw at the sign. They've been there a couple of times. They moved. I walked in there about 2 minutes before the appointment, and it was dark. And I said, "Uh-oh." It's 15 minutes from there to the other place.
If the traffic is not.
It was terrible, but I was Mario Andretti.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
I made it. Oh, I didn't make it on time, but then I had to sit 30 minutes waiting on them.
Yep.
And then we get in there.
Let me tell you what.
I get in there and sit down, and he walked in there.
I thought his appointment was at 7:30, and so I gave him to 8:30 because it don't take him long at that doctor. It normally doesn't, but he went to the wrong one to start with, and
then I had to wait.
And then he had to wait and make sure that he addressed a certain issue. And I called him. I called Chris, and I said, "Hey, babe," and then this person said, "Well."
He just picked my phone up. It was ringing right there.
He picked the phone up and he said, "You're the most interesting person."
No, the most prettiest thing I talked to today, or something
like that. And
I was rolling.
I didn't.
We've been knowing this man for years,
but I didn't catch it that it was him. I thought I had called the wrong number, and I said, "What?"
He got a kick.
Yes, he did. They both just died laughing. Just died laughing.
Then she had to make sure I
I
ask
said,
him about the things I was supposed to ask.
yeah. I said, well, while I got you on the phone, Doc, did he mention this and did he mention that? I said, I'm pretty sure one is because he needs to drink more water during the day, and the other one is probably just old age. And the doctor said, yep, could be. Could be. So I knew what it was, but I wanted to make sure. So I got him the diet Gatorades and Powerades, but he they're kind of sweet to you or something.
Well, this
Artificial.
artificial sweetener just got a, I don't know, aftertaste or something. And he said he tells people to mix them half and half.
Okay, well, you can do that.
Just half water and half Gatorade.
What if we got you one of the, well, where are our Yeti cups?
I don't remember.
You can
Every time I have one, somebody
takes
one
it
of them
off.
kids take it off.
Hey, Judy, welcome. So you got both. You got regular, because he was been having lots of cramps, and I think he just was getting dehydrated. And so I got him some of the Gatorades with sugar back in it, because I was thinking maybe that's what it is. Yes, Rhonda, that's exactly where them cups is ending up. Just like phone chargers. I bet you I have bought 1,000 phone chargers since we got cell phones. Where they at? I don't know. I ain't got nothing to talk about today. I'm nervous, y'all. I'm nervous about the speaking engagement tomorrow.
I don't know why. You like to do it, and you've done it a bunch.
Judy, I know. I have tried to get him to drink pickle juice, and he will admit
that's the awfulest thing I ever put in my
works.
mouth.
It works instantly. But
yeah, but it can't be good for you with all the salt. Yeah.
We were up there in that camper in Cindy's camper. That's the bedroom in the front, and then the bathroom, then the living room and dinette and kitchen, and then the back bedroom, which the back bedroom is a double bed and then 2 bunk beds. So
tied together.
Yeah.
Like in an L.
Yeah, the wait a minute.
L.
So there's one bunk bed where it's one bunk bed, and under that is the double bed in the corner. We can't sleep. We can't sleep together on that double bed.
I can, but you can't.
Well, I can't get out of there fast enough because not.
Well, it's hot.
It's
too,
hot in there.
In the inside of that bed.
But you have to ball up and swing your legs over because that other bunk bed wall, But anyway, so he's up there on the top bunk, and I'm down there on the bottom bunk.
It's no problem.
It's no problem. We like it. I mean, we can still touch each other, if we need to. He got a cramp during the night, and his leg was as straight as a board, and he couldn't get down. Because you have to climb down the ladder.
You have to climb. Yeah. It's pretty good. I don't know. It's right at the ceiling. I'd say it's 5 or 6 foot up there.
It's like, well, I don't know what to do. If you move, I can whip my legs out of this bed down here. It was a mess. Let's see. My foot doctor has me drinking tonic water for the leg cramps. A gradient called quinine. Quinine in it. It's good for minerals. My brother had a heart cath on 7/23. His heart was 100%. Wow, on the right side. Doctor thinks he had a mild heart attack last July. His heart formed an extra vessel around to the right side. I'd never heard that. Wow, Sandra. Huh. Of blood too in front. Wow. Well, I know the pickle juice works, and I actually talked him into taking a sip one time, and it worked, but he refuses. I even bought some
awfulest stuff I've ever put in my mouth. Possibly. I don't like pickles. First thing.
Can't possibly be the awfulest thing. Cramps are no fun. I get them in well, he like to never got down out of that bed because he couldn't get his leg bent to go down the stairs, and it's too far to jump
Well, in the middle of the night.
in the middle of the night.
Wake everybody up.
Yeah. It was we needed that weekend. We did. I think Friday night we got there, and what did we have Friday night to eat? Oh, I had stopped by Longhorns because I was in charge of just some appetizers, dip type things. And Cindy was going to be in charge, and I was in charge of the drinks, like milk and orange juice and the tea. And Cindy was in charge of the meal. So the first night when we got there, we ate the appetizers from Longhorns because, it was, 8 o'clock when we got there, 9, something like that.
Oh, I don't know.
And so we played cards and we ate, I think it was a shrimp appetizer from Longhorns, and then that spicy chicken. And they shared one complete shrimp one, and it was plenty. That and some probably chips or something. I don't remember what else, but I just ate some of the chicken. And then the next morning we got up, and let's see, we had pancakes and sausage. Yeah. BC cooked it on the griddle outside. And I think for lunch we had.
I thought Cindy cooked it.
Well, BC cooked the sausage and she cooked the
okay.
Pancakes. And then I had fruit. I was in charge of bringing fruit. Well, I brought the fruit. And we had, I got some cherries. That's the first time I had eaten a cherry. Now I've eaten those red ones that come on, the chocolate covered cherries, and then the red ones that put on ice cream and the maraschinos or whatever. I've eaten those, but I've never eaten one of those big old cherries you get in the fruit section of the grocery store. Never had. I'm going to buy a pack, and it was just a little pack. I said, surely one of them will eat it, and it won't make me waste it. I didn't want to waste it on myself because I wasn't sure if you ate it or not.
What, cherry?
Yeah.
I like cherry.
Well, I didn't know all this time, 38 years. Didn't know.
I don't eat them a lot because I don't ever see them in the grocery store.
Well, Janice buys them all the time. And I thought I'm going to be like Janice and buy some of them cherries. But I got to have somebody else to eat them with me. So in case I don't like them. So anyway, I can't remember what we had for lunch. What did we have for lunch?
I don't know.
Well, one meal was those pulled pork sliders. That was lunch. Yeah. We had pulled pork sliders and with some chips and dip and stuff. And then for night, we roasted hot dogs. And we had a hot dog and some chips. And dip. I did rotel, and I did that ham dip, that hot ham dip. And then the next morning we had cinnamon rolls.
No, she made them cinnamon waffles.
Cinnamon waffles, yeah. I've never heard of cinnamon waffles. And she made a homemade topping, a glaze. It was powdered sugar, cream cheese.
Well, I thought she used the glaze.
She put that in there.
Oh, okay.
And then she put a little bit of syrup and I can't remember. Hey, Rebecca.
That ain't our Rebecca. Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is.
I seen the other one come up.
That's Rhonda. Oh, you're having meatball subs? Have we had supper yet? No, we hadn't had supper, have we? Well, bring one over, Rebecca. Let's see. Amanda said she tried pickle juice. I tried the Bayana. Then the foot doctor told me by the tonic water. Oh, what his doctor said was calcium pills. Just take some Tums. Vicks, like Vicks Sass.
What?
Vicks Sass works on cramps. Or do you just put it on the area that's cramped? Let's see.
Where are you reading that?
Right here. Dolores said that. And let's see. Try Rainier cherries. I don't know what kind I got. I don't know. Let's see. You can put all kinds of different things. Those waffle. What did I say? Cinnamon waffles.
Cinnamon roll waffle.
Yeah,
I guess.
it's very good. Let's see, Chris. A mustard packet on lunch meat gets rid of muscle cramps or Charlie horses. He won't eat mustard either. Let's Let's see. Judy said I had a bacon and mayo sandwich and Pringles. I like BLTs. And you know what? We do bacon and biscuits. We do that too. Yeah. Last time I went to the doctor, they told me Mike's
ALC.
Alcyon was too high. I don't even know what that means. I don't either, Amanda. I don't know.
Yeah. I was thinking that she said ALCs, and it just, I don't know.
Could be.
I don't like the vinegar taste.
He don't like nothing but what he likes. He ain't gonna try nothing either.
I like what I like. And
what's tonic water? I don't know what that is. What is tonic water?
It's some water I think you used to make.
Where do you buy it?
I don't know. I think they mix it in drink cocktails. I don't know anything about tonic water.
Am I gonna have to go to the liquor store to get this tonic water? Or is Chris gonna have to go to the liquor store to get this tonic water?
That wouldn't bother me, but I don't know much about tonic water. You get it at the grocery store, so somebody said. Is it like a sparkling water or something?
They sell it at Walmart. I'll have to look
it up.
Sparkling
water?
I don't know. Just when I thought I was worldly for going to Alaska on a cruise.
Yeah. I've heard all my life gin and tonic, so I don't know. I think it's
I never had one of them.
I'm sure I did. But I didn't do it on purpose, probably.
Hey, Charla. Let's see. I have been watching processions of 2 off. Oh, man. What is quinine tablets for leg cramps? I think I've actually heard of that.
I thought quinine is what they cured malaria.
I don't know. Rebecca, didn't you have malaria? No. What did you have?
Yeah, I think she did one time. She's had everything.
Hey, Becca, come on back. Have you had a malaria? She had something. She got a shot for it.
You take a shot before you go to Indonesia.
A vaccine for it, yeah.
But I think
she still got it. I think she was sick. She was, yeah.
Club soda. Oh, I know what club soda is.
Is that the water that has the bubbles in it?
Yeah, kind of. I think it's kind of like a sparkling.
Oh, she said not malaria. Well, what did you have over there? You had something. What was it? Yeah, you did have typhoid. She had typhoid fever. That's what she had over there. Yeah, typhoid. Yeah, let me tell you this. Today I took Mother to the doctor, and when I got there, I opened the refrigerator to get her green tea, and she said she didn't have any green tea. I said, Mom, you got 2 cases right over here. She said, I do. I said, yeah. I said, let me put some in there. I opened up that refrigerator, and there sat 2 pounds of ground beef, a pound of bacon, 2 bags of coleslaw, and some green onions.
Where did that come from?
Mama said, I didn't know where that come from. I thought we was going to have a cookout, and I've been waiting for you to cook that. Come over here and have a cookout. No, I didn't order it. Only thing I could think of is when I ordered her weekly groceries, Walmart must have gave her somebody else's bag. But I bet those nurses thought I was crazy giving my mama 2 pounds of hamburger meat and a pound of sauce, bacon.
Because she don't have a stove.
Thank goodness. She don't have a stove or microwave, nothing like that. I think tonic water is either distilled drinking water or carbonated water.
I think it's carbonate.
It's the quinine. Are we saying that wrong? Quinine?
Quinine, I thought was for malaria, and I thought it had mercury in it. I may be wrong. What's she laughing about?
I don't know what she's saying. Rebecca laughing at us.
Country talkers.
Yeah. What did you do with the bacon and the? Well, I brought it home. I called my sister, and I called my sister-in-law to see if they had any idea, and they did not. Now the coleslaw looked a little mushy, so I got rid of it. And the green onions, I am sure Mama has toted them green onions all over that room, and since they weren't sealed up, I ditched them too. But the bacon and the ground beef was in the freezer, the little freezer part. Yeah. No, who knows? Mama just said, I thought we was going to have a cookout, Vicky, here in the kitchen. And then Mother looked at me a little bit later on. She says, I don't even have anywhere to cook this stuff. Why'd you buy it for me? Mama, I didn't buy it for you. Y'all, you know, Carla and Billy got her a phone. Carla ordered it and put all the little put our names on the little circles that you just press the circle and it rings us, it calls us, you know, she don't have to know any numbers, just press the circle. Mama peeled the stickers off the circles so that nobody knew, she didn't know which circle went to where. And then Billy wrote them down with the magic marker on those circles. And then the phone broke. In a grand total of like 3 days, she done broke that phone. Don't know how she broke it, but she done broke it. So Carly got her another one, and they put it in this weekend. Let's see. Amanda says, they told me the tonic water has minerals in it, and some people, when they drink a lot of water, they wash it out other system, and they need to replace it. Huh.
How do you spell?
It's Quinine. Mm. Hey, Cliff. Cliff says, hey.
Hey, Clifford.
I love that little dude. He is so fun. They can't see you, baby. There you go.
They make quinine cramp peel.
Well, that's what who was saying that? One of them kept telling you, Sarah. And I got him some cramp tablets before.
It comes from a bark of a tree in South America.
Well, if you
and
just,
this tree is medical.
Oh, he's smiling from ear to ear. I love you, Clifford. Why don't you bring us a meatball sandwich over here? Let's see. What else we're going to talk about? I mean, it's only 30 minutes. We're only 30 minutes in. Not even 30 minutes, and I done run out of things to say. I know we had some things to talk about. What was it? You don't need to research quinine right now.
Well, that's interesting to me. Okay, we won't talk no more about quinine.
I don't know what I'm going to say tomorrow either. Y'all talk about camping. I came like, yes, we did talk about the camping. We talked about this. Did I tell y'all about this? I think I put it in the video. There was a squirrel that came right up to us. Just, come up right up to Chris, and then he walked right on up past me. I was sitting there in the chair ready to bolt because y'all remember that squirrel? Okay. My mother, this was before her dementia kicked in. Although it could have been a big warning sign to us that she had it. A squirrel got in her house.
Yeah.
And it got in her toilet. And she heard it in there. So during the night. So she closed the toilet lid. And she said, I'll just tend to it in the morning. The next morning, she took a Walmart plastic bag, reached down in that toilet. Long story short, I had to be the one to take her to the doctor to tell the doctor that my mama got bit by the squirrel that was the flying squirrel that was in her toilet. And he looked at me, he said, what now? I said, yes. Yes. Mother got bit by the flying squirrel that she shut up in her toilet.
Yep. Well, then later that year at Christmas is like the Griswold Christmas.
Yes.
There was 20 people in her den, and it wasn't a big den.
Mm-mm.
And I guess she wanted a fire in the fireplace.
No, they didn't trust that. They didn't trust me with fire. Mm-mm.
But anyway, it was a board or something, or a piece of metal or something. Anyway, it got taken out of the fireplace. About that time, we was all sitting there, and here come the flying squirrel out.
We were all in the living room, gathered around, opening up presents.
I kicked it because it was running at all, y'all. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a rat at first, you know.
That's right. Rebecca was, I had Rebecca on FaceTime. So they were in Indonesia. And so she's actually seeing the squirrel. I have the phone up. She's actually seeing the squirrel attack. Yeah. And they finally, all the
took
men.
the board that they took out of the fireplace and put it by the door and run him out of
and
the
all
front.
of y'all lined up like next to each other, and kind of somebody got on the end and scared it, and it ran down the tunnel of men, ran down the tunnel made of men, so the squirrel would go outside. Yeah. But I ain't never. That doctor gave me the most disappointing look, like I was abusing my elders. It's like
abuse. Elderly abuse.
Elderly abuse. Yeah. Elderly abuse. And Mother told the other day when I took her somewhere, she had a doctor's appointment. I took her, and this was last week, and she told the nurse, she said, "This is my daughter, my oldest. I never know what she's gonna do to me when we go out."
Well, I feel the same way.
Hello, I could just it won't be long. Someone's gonna be knocking on my door. Can we have a word with you? Yeah. Let's see.
Wow, it's 83. It's usually 95 at this time.
It's 83.
Well, it started like it's about to rain. I don't know if it ever did.
I won't be able to sleep tonight. I got over there on the counter. I got my books out, my little cash box, and my little thing, what is this thing here that you put on the microphone? And Rebecca, I'm just so glad that Walmart didn't send her somebody's Reese cups or hard candy, or because Mother would have eaten every single one of them, and her sugar would have been 500, and they would have been calling me, "Why did you buy this for your mama?"
You already did that with bananas one time.
Mother loves bananas, and I gave her one, and I forgot bananas was high in carbs. Yeah. I got that look from the nurses. But very disappointing. I said, "Well, I forgot." Yeah. Mother was mad for a couple of days, and she was
took the bananas away from her.
No, not. Well, she was mad about that, but she couldn't. Her door was broken, and she couldn't get out the door, so she just stayed in bed, and she was mad. The nurse said she's a little upset that her door won't open. I'll try to get somebody to fix it. She's probably broke it.
I bet money that she did.
They have little safety latches that normally only the employees can figure out, but my mama figures it out, and they put it on there, and she took it off, and they put it on there, and told her that we put a new lock on there, Miss Perkins, and they did it for everybody. Every room got new upgrades on the locks. The extra safety locks. Mama figured it out. And then her door broke. She can't get it open, and she was mad. The nurse said, "Yeah, she's a little aggravated because she can't go outside and water her plants." Yeah. I can tell that her memory is worse and worse and worse. She crawled in the car today, and she said, "Oh, I got all kind of fuzzy things on my pants." And I said, "Well, I have one of those lint rollers." And I said, "Okay." She said, "Okay." And I got it. It was in my car, and I got it, and I gave it to her. She was rolling her pants, and she still had it in her hand. And I didn't think anything about it. So when we stopped, Mama says, Mama forgot that she had that in her hand, and she looked at it, and she said, "Now, who am I going to hit with this?" I said, "No, we're not going to hit anybody. That's going to stay in the car." She forgot she had lint on her pants, and that's what she was using it for. She thought she had a weapon. She said, "Now, who am I going to hit with this, Vicky?" We didn't say anything about attacking people, Mama. Oh, Dolores, I am. I really am. And she is, I never know. I never know what she's going to say. I had to edit that video from today that y'all seen. I had to edit because she said something that was not inappropriate for her time, but it would be inappropriate now. You know how words are, back then you said words and now you don't. And I had to edit it. Let's see. I guarantee you she went back to those nurses and said you made her fight someone. She probably did. I mean, it's just like she just come across as like, oh, now who am I gonna hit with this? Nobody. Nobody, Mama. Nobody. She said, it's hot out here. And I said, it is, Mother. It is. But,
y'all need to get on the roof with me. Y'all think hard.
Nope. Y'all, I'll let you know. And Chris, maybe he'll film a snippet or two tomorrow at this book signing church speaking event. It was the people that we used to go to church with, Mr. and Miss Paul Gregg. And, they have their monthly meetings, and apparently they have guest speakers. I've done it for other people before. And he was telling this lady that goes to his church, I guess she's in charge of getting the speaking. I don't really know the dynamics of who was supposed to do what. But Mr. Gregg was telling him about me, a writer, and she said, hey, I went on to Alaska cruise with them. And so then they contacted me. And of course I said yes. And now that I said yes, I won't sleep a wink.
I won't.
Please. Oh. Well, what you want to talk about? What you got tomorrow?
I don't know. Work. I don't know yet. I got plenty.
Contraption. What is that?
The contraption I made to get that thing up in the attic.
Oh, yeah. Y'all, it is 15 minutes to this thing is supposed to start. And he comes in here, and I'm on the phone with Cliff and Juniper and FaceTiming them. And he said, hey, Heather, from Bali?
Hey.
Rebecca, have you been to Bali?
It's in Indonesia, yeah.
Oh, okay. Heather, do you know my daughter, Rebecca? She lived in Indonesia for a while. Let's see, what was it? Oh, so he had a contraption built, and he was putting these heavy totes in the top of his little barn thing out there. And so he said, you use the pulley.
I had put system. 5 up there by myself, but the last one was about 150 pounds. I couldn't walk up the ladder.
So I'm out there pulling this, and I thought, what if we get killed out here? And they're just people gonna be waiting on us to do the live stream, and we're gonna be on the ground out here, and my phone's inside. But we got it up. Apparently it worked. Oh, look at my smart daughter just speaking this language. She's so smart.
I can't barely speak English. I sure couldn't speak. I don't even know how to pronounce that, so I'm not going to try.
When Rebecca got back from Indonesia, she hadn't driven a car in a long time. And she got back, and she had, she got her car, and we went to fill it up with gas. And I'm trying to remember if it was the pregnancy fog that she was going through, because she was pregnant. That's one of the reasons she had to leave Indonesia.
Well, the time ended.
And the time ended. But let's see. Rebecca, what was it? You couldn't figure out the gas pump? It was so crazy. She said, I have a PhD. No, it was before. She said, I'm working on a PhD and I can't figure out the gas pumps. Oh, so she's from Tasmania. Oh, on holiday with the family. Well, I'm so glad you found us, Heather. Let's see. Sorry, I am listening, but also watching the oh, yeah. Charlotte, that is so sad. Let's see.
What's that do, Charlotte?
The possession of 2 officers that was killed in the line of duty. I think it was.
Where was that?
Where was that, Charlotte? I can't remember.
Oh, she's not from around here.
Yeah.
We've had that happen here.
Yeah. I remember we had 2 officers in one night. They were, one was a younger officer, and then the other one was like the sergeant. And the younger officer pulled somebody over, and then the sergeant came to assist, just to back up. And
I don't
Yeah.
remember them. I know Eli took pictures of
Yeah.
the procession.
Utah, a little way up from Ogden, Utah.
That's in the mountains, right? Tremont. Of course, most of Utah's in the mountains. I think that's above Salt Lake City.
Well, I don't know. I know our next big trip is Disney cruise, and I think that's in March. Yeah, Rebecca's got Rebecca does all that for us, and so she's got our
November, October, November is when I try to go fishing on the coast.
Yeah. We talked the other day about I asked Rebecca to go ahead and get us an Airbnb on the coast. I think she said fall break, so they can go fishing and we can.
It's not so hot, and that's the best saltwater fishing when it's speckled trout come into the freshwater estuaries and
Estuaries.
Yeah, that's the bays and the rivers. That's where they spawn. I mean, no, that's not where they spawn. That's where they winter before they go to spawn. And I mean, it's just an instinctive thing. They all come out of the Gulf into
What's coming out? The fish?
speckled trout.
Oh, wait a minute. Trout is a saltwater fish.
Saltwater,
What is
speckled
that?
trout or saltwater, but they come in what you consider most people call brackish water in the winter, and that they just come in the rivers, like in the bay and by the fishing camp in Bay St. Louis and the Jordan River. They out in the Gulf, out by the islands and stuff. Now they spread out. They all concentrate in the bays and the rivers, and they're easier to catch. They're more predictable to catch.
Things I learned.
And plus, it's not so hot that you don't melt out there.
Yeah. We were
the water on my boat
this past weekend
at a 250, 200 acre lake. It's not a river lake. It's just a lake. It has a creek in it, but my transducer, which reads the temperature and shows you how deep it is and all that, it also has a thermometer in it. 92.5, like almost, maybe a little more, almost 93 degrees, a foot below the water.
In the water.
And that's another reason I decided I'm going to come on in, because they're about to cook out there.
Well, yeah, I guess. Is Dad speaking English? I don't know.
What does that mean?
We don't know what those terms mean.
What?
All that fishing stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You have to dumb it down for your girls.
The fish come into the bays and rivers.
That's enough. That is enough.
They won't let me sing or talk. So.
Hey, where's Johan today? Hey, where's that other guy that came in the other day? I can't remember what his name was. I don't remember. Oh, we got 21 people watching and 16 thumbs up. Hey, y'all give us a thumbs up.
What, did I throw some big words out there or something? Oh, wow.
I don't remember one of them, but I don't need it up in my head, so it's okay. All the new people here, please. Oh, yes, please subscribe.
Thank you.
Please subscribe. Judy up in here spelling wrong. Oh, it's all right, Judy. Chris, I spelled my middle name Dennis for years. And he didn't know how to spell his whole name till he got in third grade. So it's all right.
It was too long. Christopher Anthony.
Christopher Anthony. Oh, I was Vicky Dennis. I don't know when I figured out how to spell Denise. I don't know. Jennifer Thomas. I am so glad you're here. Jennifer, where are you from? And I'll just go ahead and tell you, Jennifer, if you're looking for smartness, you've come to the wrong channel. So we just everyday people, and
They
don't have
actually
nothing to
told
say.
me to dumb it down. That's pretty bad.
Texas, the big city of Texas. We went to a. We
Not
went
the big
to.
cities.
I'm sorry, big state. Yeah. See, there we go. I just proved my point. Let's see. My mom's name was Lavinia, no middle name. They was too poor.
Too poor to have a middle name.
my mother's brother, the oldest one was Bobby, and then there was James, and then there was Robert. Let's see, is it Robert Elvin? Let's see, whatever. Yeah. Let's see. I've been watching you since Janice had their meet and greet. Well, Jennifer, why didn't you jump on in here? We'd love to be talking to you. And you're from Texas. We went to, now I'll tell you what, when we used to go out to ski out west, we would sometimes have to take some diesel cans, because we scared we was going to run out of gas. Remember when we was going across the flat land?
They call it the Boot Hill, the very top, Amarillo, and up there where it goes to New Mexico.
The wind was blowing so strong that
killing your fuel.
We actually could see
the needle
fall. So every time we get anywhere near diesel, because you can find gas stations, but you couldn't find diesel a lot. And yeah, we was scared we wasn't gonna make it, because there's a lot of land out there in Texas. A lot of land.
I like that though. You can go for miles and miles and not see anything but a barbed wire fence and mesquite bushes. See a lot of pronghorn deer pronghorn antelope and mule deer, buffalo. Don't you remember all that?
Was that in Texas? The buffalo was in Texas?
Yeah, the north part of it. The very top.
I don't remember.
You go through there and you go through very top of Texas, go to New Mexico and go up into Colorado.
Let's see, put a 1 in the chat if you have listened to all the books videos Vicki has on the playlist. Cindy's been listening to them. I appreciate you, Cindy. Let's see. Oh, Charlotte and Janice both. They've listened to all the books in the play. I need to in fact, speaking of Texas, we were going on this long road in Texas, and a book came to my mind. It was just, and I wrote several little chapters. I never did finish it, but it was just like my writing. If I listen to a song, if I sit in a certain environment, or if I like just riding through Texas, and I saw this rickety little fence, and I was like, how in the world that thing holding the cows in? Yeah. I don't know how it's holding the cows, because we had barbed wire that was like 5 foot tall, and ours seemed to get out. I don't know. I said, I don't know.
Well, the other side of that is, where are they going to go out there?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
You might as well stay in here. It looks the same over there. Well, in Mississippi, you have gardens and stuff on the other side. What we have to keep them from getting out.
Yeah. Hey, where's that new girl? Who was it? Where is it? Mm-hmm. The one from Texas. I got to ask her a question. Let me go back up here. Jennifer, where's y'all's grocery stores and all this countryness out there? Because we would go for a long, long time, and there was no grocery stores. I mean, none. And if you did buy ice cream, you'd have to have a freezer in the back of your car to get it home.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just, and we were talking about, we passed this farm on the way from Turkey Fork. We passed this farm, and it was beautiful. And I was like looking up, see if I could find the listing on it and everything. And then I got to thinking, Chris says, you'd have to go to the grocery store if we lived out here, right? Because now I get it delivered, and unless we all go together or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, our farm, it was 20 minutes.
No, it was a little bit longer than that.
Wasn't it? Yeah, okay.
Juniper just spiked a fever. What? Don't you bring them petri dishes over here. You got to identify that germ. How high is her fever, Rebecca? She ain't been in school but a week.
Little germaholics.
Here we go. Here we go. Guess who keeps them babies when they have a fever? Right here. Right here. What was I saying? I was going to say something important. Where I live, they were the only one grocery store when we moved out here in the 1980s. But now there is a bunch of everything. Too many people to car. Let's see. To count probably. I had to take a short break. What did I miss? Did you know there's a anchovies and Worcestershire? Oh, don't go spoiling it, Sandra.
I knew that.
Don't you go spoiling. I think I did know that actually. Let's see. But you wanted a sandwich. Take the good with the bad. What was that about?
I guess Worcestershire. I don't
know. Maybe I'm not all here today. Riding around with Mother.
Today?
Riding around with Mother. She can be so funny. I called her a while ago and just to see if she was eating lunch. She said, eating supper. I said, well, did you eat your supper? She says, I don't know. If they brought it, I did.
She didn't even know she ate supper.
Oh, it's so funny. And it's funny, you know. She'll laugh about it. She'll just laugh and laugh. She'll say, now where are we going again? I said, we're going to the doctor. Which one? And I tell her, well, who's that? What do they fix? It's like, Mama, that's your diabetic doctor. Oh, okay.
What they fix?
Yeah. Oh, I like her. Yeah. Let's see. Chris, you getting you making them laugh today.
Oh.
You can run fast.
It's always an adventure.
Always.
We may not be real smart, but we have fun. I guess that's all that matters.
But you took her out for lunch, didn't you? Yes, I did. We had she had a doctor's appointment today, and then we went to Ward's. And let me tell you, she and I both had that chili all over us today. All over us. My hands and yeah. Let's see. She loves. And then I took her to get a cake for her nurses today, and it takes me a little while to get her out of the car, and she walks a lot slower, and she'll tell you, she said, I just walk a lot slower now, but as long as I hold on to her, it wasn't too long of a walk that I needed to take the walker out of the car. And we went in there, and she looked around, and she said, okay, I want that one right there, the red velvet. And she wanted to taste it too. And I said, Mother, why don't I get you and I a small one, and just one little, they're like this big. And I had a spoon and a fork in my car, and she took a bite of that little cake. She ate it, and she said, oh man, you burnt me on this now. And it's like, she's eaten it before, but I don't know. She just, something about sneaking it around the nurses. She thought that was just fascinating. She said, oh, this is good. She said, this is real good. I said, you can only have a couple of bites, Mom. And I didn't even take it in to the nursing home. I threw it away because I don't need it. It was really good. It was the first time I'd ever had one of those nothing but cakes. So good. I don't know if that's a chain or not. I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't order that up.
It's over there behind the Chick-fil-A in that little shopping center. You know, that little shopping center where you take your life off just trying to pull out in the road. It's like 500 cars in one little square.
Yeah, I don't go that way though. You can come in from the main.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Charlotte. Having a tough time.
What is the blue thing?
Hugs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, Cindy said they have them there. The nothing but cakes. And I've never had one. I bought all these little cupcake things I bought for Mother to give to the nurses. I've never tasted it, and I don't really care for red velvet cake, but let me tell you, I tasted a bite of that today. It was very good. Now I wouldn't order red velvet again because I don't care for red velvet, but that, oh man. They had a chocolate chip one, and I was hoping she was going to pick that one, but she didn't. She picked red velvet, and that was fine because it was for her. And she said, well, let me pay today. I said, okay, Mother.
How's she gonna pay?
She's not. She always says that. Here, let me buy your lunch today. And then people say, do I even have any money anymore? Yes, Mama, you do. Well, I'll pay for it today. Did I even bring my purse? Yes, ma'am, you did. Well, I'll pay for it. There ain't nothing in her wallet but her Social Security card and driver's license.
Oh, Lord, she don't need them.
No. Oh, she talks about all the time how it got to where mother was the carpool. She picked up all of Terry's kids and my brother's kids, and she ran the roads. And then it got to where, she started having a little bit of problems with, I guess, forgetfulness. And she, the doctor said she could only drive in the neighborhood because it was Terry and Mother lived on the same road. They just lived on opposite sides of the lake. It was probably like 2 miles from Terry's house to Mom's house.
I doubt it. Probably a mile.
And then she could come to my house, but he didn't want her to get out into, the highway. Says you can only drive, Mother, in the neighborhood. And she did. She did. Of course, she'd go to Terry's house every morning at 5:30 to cook them breakfast.
Wake them up.
Yeah. And I lived just right down the road, and I never got the first scrambled egg. My daughter's got me a tin cake from there for my birthday. Oh, I haven't had the carrot cake one either. I think we have, Amanda, we have cookie crumbles here too. Don't we, Rebecca? I'm waiting on you to show up to make breakfast.
I've been waiting that one for 38 years.
You get breakfast.
I usually cook breakfast.
This concludes the comedy hour. We'll get back. We'll get back to you sometime next week. Overlook the bruise. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Me
We
to
just
Rose,
have different
favorite. Wally World don't have
breakfast
sugar-free
schedules.
We do, because he eats a pre-breakfast and then he eats breakfast. And this morning he was a little upset because he had to be NPO, because I told him, I said, you probably have lab work today. Got to be NPO. He left out of here. He didn't have lab work this morning.
Mm. And you know what I told that nurse, this older nurse? I said, my wife told me that I need to be PRN. I said, that don't sound right. No, it's NPO, right? And she said, yes, NPO. PRN means as needed, I think.
Right. Yeah.
I said, well, I knew the term, but I just didn't know how to use it. Oh, I stay in a doghouse, Dolores.
No, you don't.
She said, I'm going to the dog. No, I don't.
But you don't stay in it.
Not long. I've visited a few times.
You have visited. There have been quite a few times I want to put that pillow over his head because they go into the light. But I haven't. Because I'd have to get a job.
Y'all see what I got to live with?
Beet juice. What?
Mm.
What? Let's see. I bet your mom used the original red velvet with beet juice. What's a beet? Is that the purple things? It makes
They're
a round,
dark
a circle?
red, purple. They're supposed to be really good for you. I don't know.
I don't think I've ever had a beet.
I think I had it in the salad one time, but I don't know what else you'd put it in.
Rebecca, let me know if I can help tomorrow. I got that church thing in the morning, but spray her down with Lysol and bring her on over. I always have to get blood at the doctor's. Wait, I always have to get blood work at the doctor's office. Yeah.
I usually do, but I didn't this morning for some reason. After I was starved to death.
He don't like to miss his breakfast.
I can skip lunch or supper, but I don't skip breakfast.
Oh, we've been an hour talking about absolutely nothing.
Yep. Y'all have a good week.
Hey, Jennifer, come back next week. Maybe we'll have something to talk about.
There was somebody
Cook them. I don't beat.
Somebody new. Who was the new one?
Jennifer.
Jennifer?
Yeah. From Texas.
From Texas.
Jennifer from Texas. And Judy. Judy hadn't been a while.
Tasmania or somewhere. Wasn't
Oh yeah, who was that from Tasmania? Let's see. That was
she was in Bali.
She was in Bali.
That's a big surfing place, I think.
Is it?
Not that I surf.
Was that where Rebecca tried to scuba dive? Was that Bali?
Probably.
Yeah.
It's beautiful there.
Rebecca didn't like it. I don't think I could like it. Y'all eat biscuits and gravy. Yes, ma'am. You cooking? You cooking for me? Heather. Was it Heather? Yeah, it was Heather, wasn't it, Rhonda? Heather, I hope you're still here. Hope you enjoyed
Have fun in
Bali on your vacation. Think of the people stuck in the hot weather in Mississippi.
It's hot there too, though.
The Russians put it in the soup. Beets. I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to try a beet.
I think you've eaten beets. And
I have never eaten
beet. Sometimes they're little, and they've been.
That's a radish.
It looks like a radish, but a beet.
No, that's a radish. I know what a radish is.
They look pretty. They're bigger, but they look kind of like a radish.
Well, y'all wish me luck tomorrow. I clearly don't know what I'm going to talk about.
It's going to worry me to death. Y'all have a good week. I'm out of here.
See y'all next time. Beets are purple.
Yeah.
And what you're talking about is
red.
Has a red outside and a
Yeah.
white on the inside. That's a radish.
Beets are really purple.
You got this, Kathy. You're still going to be Katie to me. I buy cans of pickled beets at Walmart. Ooh. All right. Y'all take care. Let me go check on Juniper. Love you guys. Hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Let your peoples know.
Adios.
Bye.
Oh.